All right, guys. So our next topic here is a recent release here from another kind of not unsurprising thing in some ways, if you will. But Sony has come out and delayed a bunch of their upcoming feature films, starting with some notable ones. We have Uncharted, Ghostbusters, Morbius. What else? And apparently, I think the biggest piece of news that came from this is that Sony, I had no idea they're actually making their own live action treatment of Cinderella. I had no idea they were doing that. I don't really know why, because with movies like that, it's like, it's just like the Disney one is such a timeless classic. They've already done their live action one. What new angle do you even have to make it like compelling? It's, I just don't know. It's obviously I'm not the target demographic for a Cinderella movie, so
I don't know about that.
I just don't know. I mean, I do like my shoes. I'm a big fan of
glass
shoes.
though.
So
That just seems dangerous.
it does, but either way, yeah. So we got these all being delayed. I think one thing I took away from this most notably, other than the Cinderella thing that completely took me off guard, but like I said, don't really care, not the demographic. But they did not move Venom. There is no news of them moving Venom. And I was telling John this earlier, though. My theory behind this is the fact that everything else that they've moved is Ghostbusters Afterlife kind of is in a gray area here, but everything else is a new installment of a franchise. Whereas Venom is the second movie. So I feel like they want to give Uncharted and Morbius a better chance of being successful as opposed to like Venom. They would kind of have some confidence in that whoever could go to the theaters more than likely would go to the theaters, and it'd be better for them to have kind of an already established franchise come out in this current climate as opposed to trying to launch a franchise right now, because it's like people are
risky.
Yeah, it's very risky. It's already risky for them to put out Venom, but at the same time, they do need to start making money off of these things, because as everyone may not know, but the studios don't have this hundreds of millions and billions of dollars laying around. They have to take loans to pay for these movies as well. So they kind of need to get money back themselves so they can start paying on the loans, or at least pay them off so they don't have to keep paying on them and accruing interest and everything. So that's kind of my theory with it, though. But we could very well get another announcement soon that Sony has in fact delayed Venom or pushed it back further. Like, who knows? Because there was just news that James Bond got pushed back again and everything. And I think the crazier thing is that they pushed Morbius back all the way to January in 2022.
Yeah,
like that movie was
that's a long time.
It was supposed to come out this year, or no, it was supposed to come out in 2020. And Venom was supposed to come out in 2020. We're gonna have to wait till 2022. Like, that's a long time. What do you think about this, Rick?
I mean, is it surprising?
No,
climate of what's going on.
No, it's definitely not. I'm bummed though, because I want to watch Morbius.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with Venom still coming out. I love Venom 1.
Yeah, I really want Venom to come out.
Yeah. What's the release date for that?
I don't know off the top of my head. Let me see.
Because I want to see some carnage.
Yeah, some carnage. See some carnage. Hold on. When does it come out? Venom 2.
It'd be weird to see Woody Harrelson as such a savage villain.
I know, dude, but natural born killers.
That's true.
I mean, he can play a creepy dude, man. I love Woody Harrelson, dude. He's great, and like he was awesome in God, what was the HBO show with Matthew McConaughey and True Detective? He was great in season 1 of True Detective. He's great in Zombieland, dude.
He was good in Solo.
Yeah, he was great in Solo, dude. Woody Harrelson's just great. So I'm hoping that he has a lot of fun. I mean, I feel like he would have had a lot of fun with playing Cletus Cassidy. I mean, dude, Tom Hardy looked like he had a ton of fun playing Eddie Brock, and like you could tell. I mean, it was great. Like, Venom 2 Venom wasn't the best movie in the world.
I thought,
but it was good fun.
Oh yeah, it was very fun.
It was a fun movie. It was decent. Like, it was kind of lacking on the plot, I guess, but like the way Tom Hardy portrayed Eddie Brock and like the interplay he had with Venom, like I thought was great.
I like that.
It again wasn't like groundbreaking. It's like been done before, but he did it very well. And like it looked like he was having a lot of fun. So I'm very excited for Venom 2. So right now that's coming out still on June 25th. So we'll see.
Was that the last one in this string of movies that they that they delayed? Like, was Uncharted supposed to hit before that, and was what were the other
Hit
ones
before
that they
Venom?
Yeah.
No, because Venom and Morbius were both supposed to come out in 2020, and now Morbius is getting pushed back till 2022.
Uncharted. What was Uncharted's release date before this latest, though? I
I
guess
don't know
I'm
if it
just
says.
wondering. I'm wondering if they're moving everything like for the
July
next
16th.
Okay, so it was after. It was technically supposed to be after. So yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't. Even though it's a sequel, and even though I just don't. Marvel hasn't moved Black Widow yet, but there's been reports that they're going to be moving it. I don't see these movies sticking to these dates. Now, maybe we get to spring. Maybe the vaccine gets rolled out quicker. Maybe there's better coverage, and we see Black Widow kick off a resurgence of people going to the theater, and they hold the date. But I wouldn't be surprised to see them delayed. Even as close to a month out from release for them to come in and say, I understand that they have to get the marketing materials out and get promotions out and stuff, but.
Well, and it's expensive to market the movies too, so it's like they're going to spend $100 million marketing it. They kind of need to make some money, and if people can't go to the theaters,
it's
just
just
throwing money away.
Yeah.
But I'm curious though, because of what you were just saying, like when Morbius was supposed to come out before it got moved, because like they had Uncharted.
Morbius was like rescheduled for like March of this year. Because wasn't Morbius supposed to come out like last October? It was supposed to be like a Halloween type movie, I thought.
Yeah, they've really
which made sense.
Yeah, so was Venom. They were supposed to come out around the same time.
Okay.
Because I think Morbius was September and Venom was October. It's one of the two. I think it was something like that. But yeah, it's weird though that like I guess maybe. Well, it's kind of odd that they decided to move Uncharted, but it's slated to. It was initially slated to come out in July, which is after Venom 2 coming out in June, but they're keeping Venom 2. So that kind of goes with my theory of them not wanting to try to launch a franchise right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
But at the same time, why would you?
And that may be exactly what it is. I was just speculating that maybe it also is just that those movies, like you said, they're insuring themselves against failure for that by moving those, and maybe, but they still, I don't think just because it hasn't gotten moved yet means that it won't be moved. I think it's more of they're going wait and see with that one.
Right. You froze up again.
Frozen.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, this is. I'm really on the ball tonight.
Tripping, man. Tales from the trip.
Tales from the trip.
I'm dipping out of the frame.
No, it's all good though. It happens. It's the interweb problems, dude. Like again, if anyone's caught the streams for the past like 3 weeks, I've had RTX voice crash on me right when it started, so no one can hear what the hell I'm saying. It happened again today when I went to start doing the show. So I'm hoping that once I get my 3090, which was my other good piece of news that happened on Friday, that this stops happening. But at the same time, it's a piece of software that really has nothing to do with the hardware. So I don't know. I'm hoping not, though.
Yeah,
we'll have to wait and see. But either way, what's out of these movies that are being released? What's your most anticipated? Like out of Uncharted, Venom 2, Morbius, what are you guys most excited for?
Mine would be Venom 2 for sure.
Yeah,
just because I'm a sucker for Venom, but
Venom's great, man. It's definitely between Venom and Morbius for me, honestly, because that Morbius trailer kind of like
looked good.
It looked good, but the Spider-Man tag and then fucking Michael Keaton showing up, I'm just more. I got to know what's going on, man. I got that, so I'm really excited for that to see what the hell's going on. So it's got that going for it.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna hit the trifecta. If you would commit to Morbius, then we'd hit the trifecta because mine's Uncharted.
Yeah, there we go.
I love those games so much, and Venom was for me personally. Venom was a fine movie. I still,
it's okay.
I take issue with the with the lack of Spider-Man being involved in Venom's origin and.
Yeah, that's
and kind of the liberties. Sure,
I'll
sure,
give them
it
that
worked.
much. Yeah, they made it work.
It worked. It's just disappointing, like that they couldn't figure out a way to make it work more closely.
To that point, especially now that it seems like they are combining those universes, that it's like a missed opportunity now. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like a wasted movie because it's like, well, you could have just had Peter Parker in the damn movie.
And they had Tom Hardy, who did such a good job, and they missed. I understand Venom's like an anti-hero in it and whatnot, but there was some real. Venom was a very sinister and very, very intimidating character, and I didn't, I kind of, he takes down the thug in the convenience store, and I kind of get that from some of it, but I wanted to see him more play up the not, I guess, the bad, the evil. He's not evil, he's an anti-hero, but just that more sinister side of him I was hoping to see more of, because we got such a poor version of Venom in Spider-Man 3. I was really hoping that they would kind of hit the nail on the head. It's like I almost wish that they could somehow amalgamize the two Venom characters. And I think somewhere in there between everything we've gotten so far is my perfect interpretation of Venom. But anyway, we're getting, like you said, they're merging the universes. Hopefully, we're getting Carnage. So maybe this is, maybe that was just the first step on getting Venom right, and maybe we'll have that.
Well, to your point though, with him being not as villainous as a lot of people are used to, we'll put it that way. I think we missed out on that with the Spider-Man involvement, because I bet if they could have had Spider-Man be a part of it, the first movie would have more than likely been about him being a bad guy, and then Eddie trying to like make him not be a bad guy, or maybe leaning into it a little bit, but then Peter comes in and like makes that not happen by the end, and then at the end he's an anti-hero now. I mean, they work together and beat whatever. I can't remember what the gray symbiote's
like Rage or something.
Yeah, no, Rage was like the orange one. It's supposed to be on a girl, and when that ever happened, I can't remember what the hell his name was.
Riot.
It was Riot. That's what it was.
Riot.
Yeah. So I mean, same as BVS and Godzilla versus Kong. They do their team up at the end, and then the next movie would have been more of him stopping the thug at the end of the movie. And eating chocolate and stuff. Like that would have been it. But I really liked it either way.
They made Venom a likable character.
Yeah,
they made it very humanized, and I think
they definitely made him your friendly neighborhood Venom.
Friendly neighborhood.
And that's what they made them. So hopefully, though, we get that Carnage with Carnage. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully that kind of fills that villainous void. Because I am worried about them making Carnage not like Carnage. Because like you got Woody Harrelson playing him, which it could go one of either way. They could have directed him to get the laughs and be a little bit more funny, because he could do that. But he can also be really creepy and villainous, I don't know. I'm hoping he's a serial killer, so like he's not. But at the same time, I will say Ted Bundy was a very charming guy. So like I never met him, but I've watched a lot of stuff about him, and you don't get that close to women without being a charming guy. It's a very noticeable thing that like he was just a normal ass dude who happened to kill a lot of people. So I mean, I could see them playing into that as well. So we'll have to see. I just hope it's good. That's really all I hope for. So the question is, guys, what do you think about Sony delaying all of these films, and what is actually your most anticipated of the delays here? It looks like we are going with the big three, the big obvious three of Uncharted, Venom, and Morbius. But let me know. Maybe yours was Peter Rabbit 2. Maybe you're disappointed that's being delayed. Maybe it is the Cinderella movie. Whatever it is, let us know down in the comment section below.